guys, Gene Trey here with KRATE Tactical. Got something really special on the channel today. You guys have been telling us that you wanted us to, what have they said? Shoot on paper. The steel targets get on our nerves because it's loud.
Yeah.
I kind of like it, but whatever. We were at the gathering, PSA gathering in South Carolina this year, and we met the fine folks over at KRATE Tactical, and we got some of their cards and stuff. We reached out to them, kind of made a contact, if you will. They agreed. Actually, we asked for something else. I forget what it was.
We asked for the tree, the shooting tree.
Yes, the dueling tree, and they sent us this. At first, I was kind of like, you know what? I'm upset about that, but then started checking this thing out, and this thing is freaking awesome. We're gonna shoot at it in probably every video we do, and then just do a compilation. Is that how you say that?
Yeah, that's close enough.
Yeah, there you go, close enough. Retard, going full retard today. We're gonna see how she holds up, you know, because we're probably gonna hit these bars a couple times, you know, hit this stuff a couple times.
For sure.
It seems, Trey put it together. He received it at his house. He put it all together. He done a little research on it and everything. I mean, just looking at it, it seems to me designed, if you hit here, to kind of, you know, push the shrapnel away. You know, I don't know. He knows more about it. He knows about the material that they use. And so I'm gonna let him talk a little bit about it. I'm gonna grab the camera and
so like when you guys order this, I'd say total installation time, it took me and a helper probably like, I don't know, 30 minutes. The instructions are actually pretty easy. They're not that bad. So kind of a little bit, once you get it put together, it comes apart in two pieces. You have your stand, and then you have the bearing assembly back here. Let's walk back here and take a look at the bearing assembly. So you can't take this hood off. So this thing is on here unless you undo 4 bolts on the bottom. But essentially the way that this operates is it operates off of a bearing, 2 bearings, one in the back, one in the front, and it has a main shaft that runs through those 2 bearings, and as you pop off one of these, so say you were to shoot it, it rotates to find an equilibrium point as far as weight is concerned. So it tries to find an equal weight distribution, and once it does, then it will kind of slow down. But if you're continually shooting at it, these targets are moving all the time. So it helps you as a shooter become a better shot, right? So that's kind of how it operates. It operates off of that bearing driven system. The top connects to the bottom with these 2 set pins that you just simply unloosen, and then you can also tighten. Super easy to do. It's basically like just holding it on, but I assure you that I feel comfortable shooting without these because it is very heavy. It is not going anywhere.
It is very heavy.
The bottom plate obviously has your simple little fork design, so it kind of keeps it steady and it doesn't allow it to tip over.
How does it hook in here?
So the top up here, you see these little springs. It's you know, whenever I was putting this together, I was like, man, I don't know if that's gonna hold up well, but essentially they literally just slide into place, and doing it from the back, so it's a little bit difficult to see. I think I'm over. So it literally just holds in like that, and once you hit it, the spring basically folds back because you have all that force that's coming towards it, and it pops the plate right off. So it's super easy to understand the design, the setup of this particular target system. You know, a lot of people talk about the Texas Star, but you know, actually seeing it function in person, I'm just going to tell you guys right now that it might be one of the most, what's the word I'm trying to go for here? It might be one of the most interactive target setups that you can have. I mean, you can get trees, which is where dueling trees is what they call them. So you can get those, you can get this Texas Star.
So how long did it take you to set this up?
It took us about 30 minutes to an hour, me and a helper, me and my girlfriend. It took us about 30 minutes to an hour to set this baby up. So as you can see, whenever I was putting that on backwards, it just fell off. But you can see kind of how it tries to find that equilibrium point.
So how many pieces were there? Like,
so pieces, you have each one of these, each plate is a piece. You have every single one of these arms connects with 2 bolts and 1 nylock nut that is on the back. So,
but when we came here today, though, we did not.
We just had 2 pieces because it was already put together.
So we just put it together, and it fit fine in the bed of the taco.
Right. Also, guys, if you use our discount code, you get 10% off of this setup. So if you buy this, if you buy a shooting tree, getting 10% off is a pretty hefty lump sum of cash that you can save.
So you brought it here today in 3 pieces?
2 pieces.
Two
So
pieces.
the top piece and the bottom piece.
Wow.
That's all it is. It literally.
So once you got it together, it's pretty mobile in 2 pieces. Yeah, well that's not bad.
Super mobile. And
All
you can
right.
lay it down flat. So, and again, like Gene was mentioning with this diversion plate that's on here, you also have that on the actual stand itself. So if you did miss low, say you're aiming at the bottom star, which if it were me, I'd probably be aiming for the side stars so I don't damage that. But all of this is super fine steel. Like I'll put up a
AR
picture.
500.
It's AR 500, and I have a picture of all the rounds that you can shoot at it on my phone.
Can we shoot a 10 millimeter?
You can shoot a 10 millimeter.
Oh, absolutely. We're gonna do that today.
Absolutely.
Let's
You're
shoot
probably
this
going to
thing.
throw the plate in the next county, but you can shoot it.
Let's shoot this thing. See what she does.
Let's do it.
So we've been at the range today for how long?
Couple hours.
A couple hours. We've been here for, dang man, we've been here for 7 hours.
We have.
7 hours today. We've shot 10 millimeter. We've shot mostly 9 millimeter. We did shoot some 45. We had a blast with this thing today. Trey got very aggravated because I am not. He's not the professional that he thought he was. I was lights out with the thing.
Okay.
Kind of wanted to, I really was, man.
I know, but dang.
See all the plates all over the ground. They seem to have held up well. We've had these targets over here that you see. We've had those targets for 3 years. Dude, we've shot those targets with 45-70. Everything under the sun, dude. We have tore them targets up. And they don't have so much as a dent in them. We paint them 100,000 times. No different here. There's no indentation in these plates whatsoever. It seems to have, and I love the way that it splatters when it hits.
Yeah.
But there's no indentations or bad places in these plates at all. They're in mint condition, and well, in so much as they can be being shot with 10 millimeter. As you can see here, Trey was shooting the arms of it.
Hey, Hank, listen, dude.
But it did take the paint off. The paint did come off, but you know, that's to be expected. It will stay in the dry, and even if it rusts a little bit, so what? You know, I don't know that it will. Is this aluminum or do you know?
That?
No, it ain't aluminum. It's AR 500.
Yeah.
That is a quiz.
Steel.
I'm quizzing you.
Yeah, but you answered my question for me.
All right. Okay. Oh, it don't work that way, does it? Merle Lynch is calling me. I don't know why.
Investment opportunity.
Invest in the KRATE Tactical. Anyway, so as you can see, it did take a lot of shrapnel. These larger areas here that you see is where Trey couldn't hit it, so he was knocking the paint off. You know, this area here was inundated with some shrapnel. It seems to be just fine. It's making no noises. Are you supposed to oil it at all? Do you know?
It does have grease points, yeah.
Okay, well, good.
In the bearings.
Okay, well, maybe we'll do like a little at-home thing and show you that, show you how to grease it. I'm sure it's pretty self-explanatory, but did you grease it before we came over?
No, it comes pre-greased.
Pre-greased, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's doing good. As you can see, no noise, no racket, spinning great. Trey don't like that. He was hollering several times throughout the day, why would it not just sit still? Well, that's the name of the game. It ain't supposed to sit still, but it seems like it's really held up well. I know I'm goofing off, and it is heavy. It is heavy, and all of these arms do come off in single pieces if you were taking it long distance, but Trey and I decided to just take it apart in 2 pieces, so this comes off, or this whole top piece, and then the feed, of course.
and that's how we transport it. And it seems like it's held up well. We've had a blast with this thing today, and we can't be more grateful to KRATE Tactical for sending us this. And if they're telling the truth, and I can only assume they are, we're the first people that they have ever sent anything to for review. And we met them. Did we meet them at the? We met them at PSA, the gathering, and they said they really don't get into this kind of thing. And so we're honored. We really are, and we can't say enough good about it. So far, so good. Like I said, we've shot like 7, 8 guns today. We usually do 150 each. I don't know that math, but 1,200 maybe, 1,300.
It's 1,200 on the dot.
So 1,200 rounds that we put on this thing today between here and there. And it seems to have held up really, really well. And I'm excited about the future for this. And Trey and I want to personally thank KRATE Tactical for sending us this, because it has added an element of joy to our range day that is, for me anyway, just unspeakable. Trey sucked at it, so he don't have...
You don't have to keep saying that.
He likes it, but he mad. You know what I'm saying? He's mad.
He'll get better.
Anyway, thanks guys. Thanks for watching today. Please be sure to sub up, tell your friends, tell your family. Again, have a blessed day.